One of the most highly requested things I still get day in and day out is different kind of hitting tips videos still. Allah's what's poppin'? Goobs back with another video on the YouTubes. We're on the grind, fellas. 5 YouTube videos a week. If you are enjoying them, the gameplays, the tip videos, these different kind of videos. World, I mean, we were so close. I almost dropped my controller. The 2K subs. How to not slam your PCI. Something I've been trying to do for the last like 7-8 years I've been playing this game. It's still something that I struggle with every single day I play this game, and it's not something that you can just completely stop doing. I'm gonna try and tell you how to limit you from doing that though. First off, number one thing I'm gonna show you guys is that I'm just doing this on Hall of Fame custom practice against 99 Randy Johnson, but I want to show you what I do when I hit, just in case you guys have not seen the hitting tips videos or the settings video that I made. So this is my settings, and this is the PCI that I use. I use just a normal diamond center PCI. Yellow color transparency is 7. That is a PCI I use. You guys want to copy that for the purpose of this video, go ahead and do it. I do leave anchoring on. I don't mind the anchor feature. I personally don't do it a ton or like at all really, but let's go. So number one, I'm just going to kind of show you guys how I hit and how I think you guys should be hitting, and like what to be doing with your PCI to stop you from limiting to slamming your PCI. I know a lot of people like to move their PCI around before the pitch like this, and I have a really bad habit of doing that as well. That is the number one thing you're going to want to cut out of your game. Stop moving your PCI before the pitch. I know that might seem crazy, you know, I still do it from time to time, but to limit it, stop moving your PCI around, no shit done before the pitch. I know a lot of people like to hold their PCI kind of down or kind of upwards, and I know, you know, it's a little bit hard to, you know, turn on certain pitches if you don't do that, but my recommendation, man, and what I do, I like to keep it middle, and what I do, I like to just kind of slightly move it low and in, just so my thumb isn't completely still when the pitch is coming in. I don't recommend just keeping it right here in the middle, because then what you're going to end up doing, you're just going to end up flicking the ball and slamming your PCI even more. Keep it middle, and as the pitch is coming in, you can see I just kind of work. I literally don't put it low and in. I literally just move my thumb just off of center, but it is to the low and in part of the zone. So the reason why I do that is because it really does limit you from slamming your PCI. If you hold it like this, dude, or if you hold it like this, like you're just gonna, like, you're not reading the ball. You see, like I slammed it right there. I didn't even do that intentionally, dude. Like if I try to hit that way, that's what ends up happening when I try to hit like that, especially when it's stuff in the black, bro, because then you just end up like popping it up non-stop, and it gets infuriating. And that's really one thing that people don't talk about in these hitting tip type of videos, is that your mental game. MLB The Show is such a big mental game, bro. Like you got to keep so composed when you're playing this game. I know it is hard, especially in MLB 22, but you really got to keep your mindset fresh if some dumb shit happens in your game. Try and brush it off. A lot of outs left, a lot of innings left, so keep a clear mindset as well. Start it low and in. You know, there are times where you do want to slam your PCI kind of, especially on the pitches that are, you know, like on the black or like, you know, just outside of the zone. But really just, I'm making some good swings here, man. Just starting this low and in, and I'm telling you, man, this is the wave. Another thing I like to do, and I saw this from Brev, actually, Brev, is what he does is he will anchor the outside part of the zone and move his PCI to the middle. So his thumb is like kind of to the left or to the right, depending on what pitcher it is, like that. I personally don't like it. It's just not something that I'm used to. Like I'm just so used to the way that my thumb moves around the strike zone. If I see the pitch coming in, I kind of have to adjust to that, but just middle in, keep it like that, and bingo. One thing that people that are prone to slamming one thing that people are prone to when they are consistently slamming their PCI is that their timing is normally completely off. And that might just because, you know, you're frustrated or stuff like that. You know, you're not really hitting the best. Take a breath, take a drink of water, regain, sit back down at your setup, and get to business. You really want to be early in this game compared to late, especially, you know, you just foul off with the amount of foul balls and stuff in this game. But just in a general census, early is better than late in this game. So try and be early on the ball, but I mean, like in spots like that too, man, like on a swing like that I just had, the one that I was very late on, you like, as long as you're fighting and counts and stuff like that, and like you see that you're not slamming your PCI, like that's step one done right there, man. Like I can't explain it enough. Do not move your PCI around like this. It's really just, it's super simplified things, man, that people overthink a ton. One thing I do get a lot is like how I hold my controller and stuff like that. I can kind of like show you guys, I guess. It's not gonna make a huge difference for you, just because like I literally just hold my controller like a normal human being. I do not have any control freaks or anything like that on my controller, just a normal normal purple PS5 controller. But I kind of do it like this. I put my 2 index fingers on L1 and R1 just because like I play COD that way, so it's just like out of habit. But you know, I also do that sometimes, but just hold it with that, and that's the way my thumbstick kind of is. It's kind of like diagonal. It's kind of hard to see it like that. It's kind of like pointing up towards like the triangle button, the way that it's angled. So it's almost like at a 90-degree angle right there, but it's kind of not. It's a little bit pointed up like that. So that's how I hold my. I know that there are going to be people asking, and I get that question so much in my Twitch chat all the time. You know, how do you hold a controller and stuff like that? I'm like, man, just because you have my settings or like somebody's settings, or you know, you're doing the same thing that they're doing, doesn't mean you're gonna have the exact same input. So your approach to not slamming your PC, if you have an approach at the plate, pick up your tendencies from your opponent. You know, figure out how is he starting at bats? Is he getting ahead in the count early? Is, you know, does he have somebody in the bump that, you know, doesn't have the best watts per 9 or control? Can you see some more pitches than you're actually swinging at? So that's all things you have to factor in, man. Because, you know, if you're facing someone that's just hammering the strike zone, you know, you're gonna have to swing the bat a little bit more. You know, the more you swing the bat, you know, the more opportunities that you are going to get to slam your PCI. So once again, man, keep it simplified, keep a clear mindset, keep your PCI middle. I kind of like to just start at middle in, as I said, or like kind of like just starting at middle in, like middle down, kind of. Keep it simple. I'm going to swap out Randy here for a righty in Mike Musinus. So righty is kind of the same. Like facing a righty is kind of the same. I just like to start at middle. And depending on the righty that I'm facing, most of the time I'm just keeping this middle in. But if I'm facing someone that throws a little bit harder and someone that I'm kind of slamming more on the inside stuff too and I'm late on, I will kind of cheat inside a little bit. And, you know, kind of take that risk on the outside pitches. But most of the time, man, I'm just keeping this middle. Against someone like Musinus, too, that, you know, you hear me throwing a lot of, like, sliders. You're going to be seeing a lot of sliders and stuff away, or just, like, sinkers away and stuff like that. You know, you really just want to edge in on the middle part of the zone, unless you're facing someone like a Fireballer or someone like an Edward Cabrera that, you know, you do have to cheat inside sometimes. You can see right there, man. Just keep it simplified. Keep a middle in. And just do your thing, man. Don't just like move your PCI around like a crackhead. Like I slammed it right there. It was a good swing, but I did slam it. I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm not slamming my PCI intentionally. That right there, I didn't either. I'm doing it. You can tell, man, when I'm moving my thumb around like that, like you're just more prone to hitting the edge of, you know, your thumbstick. You're gonna be, you know, hitting the end of it. You're not gonna like keep it in the middle. You're gonna be reaching these outside zones compared to like the middle part of the zone where that pitch would be. If I probably would have moved my PCI around like that, my PCI probably would end up like right there. So you see what I mean? And really the number one thing, man, is this game, and you know, the stop slamming your PCI, or you know, stuff like that. It's reps, man. It's all reps in this game. The more that you play and the more practice that you get against good players, you know, ranked seasons and stuff like that, the less that you're going to slam your PCI. There's not really a tip or something that I can tell you, or like tell you what to do, that is going to drastically improve you from not slamming your PCI in like a day. You know, I can show you how I hit. You know, it will help fundamentally, but it's something that you're going to have to adjust to, and, you know, over the course of, you know, days and weeks where you're grinding. That's all it is, man. It's reps. It's just like anything that you do in real life, man. The more that you do something, the more that you're gonna master it. So I've been playing this game for 7-8 years, man, and I still slam my PCI every day, but it's all about doing it less than the other people. As I said, man, sometimes, you know, you do want to slam your PCI, especially in the pitches on like the block or stuff like that. You know, you just got to kind of, you know, you're kind of scrambling to get to it. You can't really tell if it's a ball or a strike, because, you know, it will happen, man. There's no way to just completely stop yourself from slamming your PCI, but I think that's how you do it, man. That's how you limit it. Keep it simple. Keep it middle in. Wait back on it. Read the pitch coming in. Clear mindset. Don't get too frustrated at the game, because you know how impossible it is to do that in this game. It's not easy to keep a clear mindset, man. But once you get it down pat and you're just like, okay, it's just a game. Like, dumb shit's gonna happen. Like, hopefully this video helped you guys out. I'm always here, man. This is what I do. So it would mean the world if you could drop a like on the video, subscribe. If you're new, we are on the road to 2K subs. Who knows, man? Maybe by the time this video comes out later in the week, we've already hit 2K subs. But if not, guys, I appreciate all the support so far this year. Let me know what kind of tip videos you guys would like as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.